Hello everyone, welcome to Cypher Page, and today we are going to solve Leetcode number 2958, that is length of longest subarray with at most k frequency. Okay, it is a medium level question. So what is given in this question is that you are given an integer array nums and an integer k. Okay, the frequency of an element x is the number of times it occurs in an array. An array is called good if the frequency of each element in this array is less than or equal to k. Okay, return the length of longest good subarray of nums. Okay, and we know what is now subarray. Subarray is a contiguous, non-empty sequence of elements within an array. Okay, so let me ask you, have you done a question that is, I think, Leetcode number 3, in which we have to find the longest subarray with distinct elements? Okay, so I think in that question we have to do one thing, is that we have to find the length of distinct elements. Okay, so suppose this is a array we are given to us, so the length of distinct elements will be like this. So we can say in that question the frequency, the at most k frequency was equals to 1. That means for each element the frequency was 1, but in this question we can have frequency with 2 or 3 or any number that belongs to integer. Okay, so how we will solve this question? If you remember, in that question we were using a map to store the number nums of I mapped with its index. Okay, that was I only. So in this question we can do the same, but in that we have to just maintain the index, but in this question we have to maintain a queue of indexes. Okay, because there can be k times the element can repeat. So what I want to say in that in this question, let's take this example. Okay, so here it is given 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2. We have to apply a sliding window. What we will use is approach will be of sliding window plus we have to use a hash map. Okay, so this is how you will going to solve this question. What I want, I will create a unordered map. You can say a map in which I will have the element and a queue of indexes, okay, of that particular element, and the size of this queue should be less than or equals to k. If it is equals to k, then we need to pop our first index. So what I want to say is that we will maintain a like in this question we will first have this element in the map. Initially this element was not there, so we will push this element 1. Okay, let me draw it clearly. Okay, we have elements 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 like this. I will create a map in which I will store my keys and my values, and values will be a queue in a format of queue. Okay, so what I will do, I will have 1 as a key, I will store 1, and I will store a queue that will contain its index. So it's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I will store its index in a queue. So this is a part of queue. Okay. So this queue continues. I'm just okay. This will have some elements. Okay. Thereafter, I will have 2. I will insert and I will add its index. Thereafter, I will have 3. I will insert its index. Again, I will have 1. So, I will insert it and not this. Okay, I will insert it because right now the k value is given as 2, so no issue. Again I will put this because next element is this, and thereafter index 5. Now 1 is again coming, so first I will check whether this 1 is there. If 1 is there and the size of q here, size of q is size equals to k. So what I need to do is I need to pop out this first, and I have to include the next index. So what I will do, I will pop out this will be removed, and I will add the next, that is index 6. Similarly for 2, I will pop out this and add 7. So this is how we will do in our map. Now how we will calculate the length? Because okay, we need a pointer as int start pointer. Wherever we will pop out a element, we need to pop out the element, we have to change our start pointer. Okay, suppose it was like initially it was 0, but when I am inserting this 6, I need to make it forward. So what will be the value of the start pointer? So the start pointer should come to this 1, the next pointer. So our start pointer will be equals to MP of that particular element dot front means the first element in the queue plus 1. So this is how we will calculate the start pointer, and each time our like sliding window length, max length, will be calculated using max of max length comma that the iteration that we're doing, the ith iteration, minus start, the starting index plus 1. So this is how we'll calculate our max length. So I hope you got some gist, and let's try to code it out. Okay, so I'm just doing the implementation. Let me check one thing. Okay, mic was working. So first I'll make a like what is the length of this. Okay, length, instead of length directly I'm just writing max length, and I'll initialize it with 0. Okay, I'll need a start pointer and I'll initialize it with 0 as well. Now I'll iterate over this. Instead of I am just writing the end, should be equals to, should be 0, and it should be less than nums dot size, and should be end pointer will increase. Now what we'll do, okay, I need to make a unordered map of int comma q. Okay, mp, And what I need to write is that first of all I have to like insert the element, so I'll do like this, and I have to insert in a queue, so I'll write like this is the key and this is the value that will be inserted in the queue. Okay, and I have to check whether this okay, if the size of if mp dot size, okay, mp of that particular nums of n dot size is equals to k, then what I need to do is I need to remove the element. I need to remove the element. So what I will do, I will just move my start pointer first. Start will be equals to mp of nums of and that particular element plus 1. Okay, and I will pop that element, that particular element. So I am doing mp dot nums of and dot pop. Okay, so this is how we'll write the answer, and I have to calculate max length at each iteration. So max length will be equals to max of max length comma end pointer minus start pointer plus 1. So this is just a common approach we use in all the subarray or sliding window questions. Okay, so what we'll return at the end, we will return max length. Okay, let's try to run it up. Okay, there is a compilation error. Nums of mp dot, okay, there is one more square bracket required. Okay, okay, here it is. That is the mistake I did. I hope it will work. Okay, again there is a compilation error. Nums of end plus 1. What is the issue? Okay, I have to write dot front because this is somewhat we need to do. Okay, you can see now it is accepted finally, and let's try to submit it. Okay, so you can see I have solved a lot of test cases, but still I'm getting some error. So okay, one more thing, when we are just moving this start pointer, we have to remove all those indexes which are less than start pointer. So we have to remove that if mp of nums of end, while mp of nums of end is dot front, the front element of that particular index, if it is less than start, then we have to remove that mp of nums of end dot pop. We have to remove all those particular uh, variables. Okay, I'm doing some mistake, I guess. If mp of nums of is less than start, our start variable, then we have to remove mp dot nums dot pop. Okay, also if, yeah, mp dot size should not be mp dot mp of that queue size should not be 0. mp of nums of n dot is not empty. Okay, I'm writing and. Okay, this should work. Okay, I'm writing it like this. Now it may work. Okay, so again I'm submitting because the size should be okay. Should run this test case as well. So here we can see it is accepted. This test case was giving us a wrong answer, so it is accepted now. Now I'm submitting the answer finally, and you can see that it is finally accepted. So I hope you got the concept. It is a basic sliding window question, and I've used this map, and the time complexity will be of course we are using single loop, and this is no significance. So its overall time complexity is big of n, and space complexity is big of n as well. Okay, so thank you for this video. Okay, I hope you got the concept.